Hey folks, making a little video here talking about the FI ratio, or what's otherwise known as the financial independence ratio. You might have heard this term financial independence. Over the last 10 years, there's kind of been this movement called the FIRE movement, FIRE, financial independence, retire early. So this term has really, blossomed into the ether. Ultimately, financial independence is no different than retirement. It's the same concept. You get to a point in your life where you have enough money that it generates enough income where you cover your expenses with your passive income and you don't have to work anymore. I think retirement, is still a term that's alive and well, and probably applies to the traditional approach, maybe 65 or so, you get to that point. Financial independence, when people are talking about that, they're usually talking about trying to get to an earlier retirement or maybe a semi-retirement, which is like something I did where I worked part-time and my passive income covers a portion of my expenses. But the FI ratio is the percentage that your passive income covers your living expenses. So if your living expenses are $10,000 a month and currently your passive income is $5,000 a month, your ratio is 50%. Once you get to 100%, now the idea is that your passive income covers your living expenses and you could stop working if you wanted. I like using the financial independence ratio, or FI ratio, as a metric, along with a couple other things. I always talk about using Quicken to manage your finances, and if you do that, you'll be able to come up with your FI ratio quickly. But with Quicken in mind, some of the more important metrics are your basic income statement, or your income and expense report that Quicken will produce, telling you if you're making more than you're spending and how much you're saving. And we're always looking at that, trying to make sure we save more, get that savings invested. The other number is your net worth. The net worth number is continually looking at all of your accounts, all of your savings, all of your everything you have, and giving it a sum total. So that's a nice metric that shows you if you're moving in the right direction. The FI metric is good because it gives you a guide of like, how close am I to actually having my expenses being covered by my passive income. So I like it generally. The only problem I have with it is when you're building your nest egg, you're generally not always focused on passive income. You probably should be more focused on growth. Investments produce either growth or income or a mixture of both. Growth is where you're invested more aggressively, looking to grow your capital and build that nest egg. As you get older and you switch to maybe a retirement time in your life, you're going to convert your investments to produce cash or produce income. That can come in form of, real estate cash flow, dividends from stocks, whatever. So some people do real estate along the way for growth, and the byproduct of that is passive income, and a lot of financial independence, retire early folks use real estate. So they're kind of seeing passive income coming, all the time, but they're probably still more focused on growth too. So you just have to understand that eventually, once your kind of nest egg grows enough, you can convert it into more passive income at a certain time when you're ready. So you have to kind of keep that in mind, what your passive income is at any given time in form of cash. Doesn't necessarily give the complete picture. So that's what I have to say about that. I like the metric. I like financial independence, retire early concept. I'm part of that. I did a downshift kind of early retirement thing myself so I could have more family time and so on. So definitely include it as a metric as you do your finances along the way. Okay, thanks.